compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all of season long between two elite runners colliding here today. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Relay Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kick this away to get us going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here.
325.
Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
But that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's reeled in. It's LaBelle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Design quarterback run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. They didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And a strong opening drive here, but now they face 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Steps out of bounds after a solid game, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Here we go.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And it's a direct snap. Pitch to the back. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch and run for 6.
Well, we kind of knew that they were going to approach this game and feel that every possession counted. And here, going for it on 4th and goal pays off for an early touchdown for this team.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The shotgun running play call. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. This traditional SEC clash goes back to 1901, almost always on the 3rd Saturday in October. And Vols fans glad, Kirk, that the post-Nick Saban era has begun in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. Coach Saban, I think he lost one time. I think he was 16-1 against Tennessee as the head coach there. And going back to the 90s and early 2000s, Tennessee used to dominate the series. So back and forth it goes, and we'll see who can win this one today. 3rd Saturday in October, always a fun Saturday.
The Vols come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Good enough for first down yardage. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Snipes a quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down after that previous play. And they'll give it to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. QB keeper all the way. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's hit just before the throw.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking downfield. A fourth down completion to the running back. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw again. On the move now. Looking right, this one caught. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. Defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. The Volunteers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Throw with the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He keeps it on the design run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option. Team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone.
Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get to third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is intercepted. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers. There was no catching him that time.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The BAT is good, so it's 13-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on first down now. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks loose at the 40. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Shotgun formation here on third down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. He gets the first and more. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
These boys are showing no let-up. They continue to be aggressive. It's brought them all the way back. They tie the game. They're an extra point away from taking the lead, and a ton of belief going in at halftime.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. High-tempo offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Touchdown, balls. And that will give them the lead now.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 6. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Caught over the middle. It's LaBelle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
3rd down after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
brings up...
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Short pass finds the tight end. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the option play. There's the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. One down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10. As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll run it here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback delivers quickly. Receiver on the screen. Touchdown. Still no answer for this offense.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
PAT gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The ball is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch in the end zone. Successful two-point conversion.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the read. He keeps it. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Send the back in motion. Looking to chuck it again. On the move now. Runs out of room and runs out of time. They trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack.
A sack sets up 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jones. And they've got him. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And moves the ball to the 35. And another first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Off the RPO. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback's got it on the option. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, tie.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Makes a quick grab. And he's got it for the 2-pointer. What a gamble. What execution. And now lead by 1 here late in the game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He hauls it in to the 25, still running. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Volunteers. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And it's incomplete. The try fails. They can't build their lead here in the final seconds.
Tennessee, 34, Alabama, 29.
So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
They need to score quickly here. Try to dial up some big plays. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a late, deep throw. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Four teams have bowed through the opening round of the college football playoff, and And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Offense moving to a bunch formation. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He escapes the pocket. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Harris. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game. A chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And that play moves the ball across midfield. 1st down now from the 42.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down. And already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Bringing pressure. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
Looking to throw it again. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Broncos will come to the line to run the hurry on. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Quick throw, the catch is made. They stop him, but it's a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Royer. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on 3rd down, sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
They're going to run it here. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. After putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. To try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Now the offense will spend a timeout here, one to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the Broncos line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Broncos, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
What a great throw by this quarterback, but let's give credit to the offensive line because anytime you run a deep over route, it takes a lot of time for the execution. The receiver worked from the left side, came all the way over to the right. Quarterback needed time to be able to evaluate that coverage before he made that throw for the touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Pulls it in. It's DeMarco. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship. Dead right at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. On the run here. Let's it go. With the catch, it's DeMarco. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that is a great throw, but first, and let's give all the credit to that offensive line. How long did he have back there in the pocket? Seems like 3 or 4 seconds to be able to navigate and figure out where to go with the ball, and he put it right on the money.
He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat and to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to throw. It's Harris. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The Broncos will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. trap again in the pocket.
The offense has got to do a better job at taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. 3rd down and a mile, looking to throw for it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Broncos will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To throw, it's Royer. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Catch made on the right side. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the force and still going. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
Offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Auburn.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. On the run here, lets it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Anytime you get outside of the pocket, deep in an opponent's territory, it's a good opportunity, but the spacing is so condensed it can be a little bit misleading. And here, the quarterback took the bait, and the defense reels in the interception.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Harris. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Buying time now, rolling to his left. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Royer. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets made on the out route. The completion picks up about 8 yards and sets up a 4th down play now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Hit as he released it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Ball handed off. Powers through. The freshman brought down after a nice run. That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try and muscle for the first down. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. That's a design quarterback keeper. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
It's decisions like this, Chris, you rarely remember when they go right. It's a nice job by this offensive coordinator and head coach to go for this, show the confidence in his team. Now they set themselves up 1st and goal inside the 5.
1st and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Auburn, to put them on top now.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Harris. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on fourth down, but incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Ball's incomplete. They misfire for a 3rd consecutive time.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. He'll hand it off.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
He'll hand it off. Looks like Auburn will have the first down. No huddle here for the offense. Now the handoff. You've seen able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And on the carry, he's heading left. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Caught quickly. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He lost the football near the goal line. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back in the flat. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Boise State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Scanning the field, it's Royer. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
They're going to run it. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, they eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Scanning the field, it's Harris. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Here comes a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? We're going to pass here on second down. Caught in the flat by the running back. The offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open there's nobody there downfield, he ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Down the middle, it's Henderson. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The receiver grabs it. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. It's Harris. He's got it near the end zone. And the timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's third down and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down 1 and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it? Or do you go for the lead?
And now the decision is to go for 2 and win it right here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he will get into the end zone, and they win the game. A walk-off two-point conversion. Wow.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Clemson! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Offense set on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes with the return. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Off the RPO, complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Runs through a tackle. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. The RPO, it's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burns. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by just 2 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick strike complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Going to look downfield again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it downfield. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Noles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have execution, has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Downs. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's looking deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchup somewhere else.
He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State. With it, touchdown, no! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. So after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
But when you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by just 2 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
There he goes. He's up for it. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's run out of bounds downs, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it in the 15-yard line. The Noles have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Pickup of 11. First down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Burns. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Red pass hits complete. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Of 13. First and goal, Clemson.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
35, Florida State, 28.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's
one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Might be changing the route. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
This time he's got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1.
35.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David. breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.